Good afternoon, back again. I'm just going to let you check in with me, make sure that you can hear me okay. And I will do a quick check as well before I start talking, just in case we have any issues. So I'm just going to do a quick check also on my phone, find our group. Just check that sound is on. Oh, we still have music going from the last class. Let's put that off. Okay. It's quite funny. So, see, we have somebody on. Okay, so I'm going to speak to you today about the power of our lymphatic system. Let me just get comfy on my ball so I don't fall off on camera. So, the power of our lymphatic system, and especially this time of year when we start to maybe slow down. I'm just going to clean my glasses. We start to maybe slow down and not go to classes as much, not move as much. We're sitting in the house, we're eating different foods and things as well. So quite an important one just to be aware of as well at this time of year. So the lymphatic system, really, when it comes to health, it is one of the most powerful and one of the most neglected systems in the body. So I'm going to give you notes from I've got my notes in front, so just bear with me if I do look down. I don't want to forget anything. And your lymphatic system is a really critical part of our immune system, of the immune system. So it's vital for protecting us from illness and chronic diseases and things like that. And it has many functions. So the lymphatic system maintains bodily fluids. It's removing cellular waste, absorbing excess digestive fats, and removing pathogens from our body. Also, it's involved with waste elimination system, or our waste elimination system, and that helps maintain a healthy immune response. So the lymphatic system is basically a network of vessels, tissues, and organs within the body. And the lymphatic vessels are connected to hundreds of lymph nodes throughout the body. And these are literally about millimeters, maybe 2 or 3 millimeters separated from each other. So not, these nodes are quite close. And the nodes are where the lymph is filtered. So we've all heard of lymphatic system draining. So maybe, you do your sinuses and things. So that's all part of it as well. So they work in tandem to collect the excess lymph, which is the watery, colorless liquid from the body tissue, and distribute it back into the bloodstream. And then it's cleansed throughout the day. So by collecting the excess fluids that drains from the cells and tissues throughout the day, it's cleansing the body. So it's a critical part of our immune system, and it releases the white blood cells and other immune cells that monitor and overpower the pathogens as well, bacteria, parasites, viruses, all these things. So it's removing waste products, excess and abnormal cells from the lymph as well. So it's very protective for our body. So there are over 700 lymph nodes in the body, and 1/3 of them are in this area here. So in the neck, 1/3 of them are in the neck. And there's 15 liters of lymph in our body. So that all the lymph pumps in one direction, and the direction it's in the direction of the heart. So it's all moving in the direction of the heart. So if you move the lymph in the wrong direction, so if you moved it away from the heart, you might feel a bit yucky, but if we move it towards the heart, then it's cleansing. So it's also very deeply connected to the gut, and we've got 70 to 80% of our immune system in the gut. So that connection is very, very important. So I think we underappreciate really how deep the connection of the lymphatic system and the gut play in our immune response. So around about 70 to 90% of all chronic disease is linked to inflammation. So really getting rid of that inflammation and primarily getting rid of it through the lymphatic system or other detoxification systems in our organs, including our liver, our kidneys, our lungs, our skin as we sweat, our GI tract, tongue, and things like that. So it's really important to really be aware of the inflammation and the chronic disease connection and the lymph connection as well with that. So all sorts of different disease, renal disease, cardiovascular, Alzheimer's, pulmonary disease, neuropathy, arthritis, autoimmune, neurological, diabetes, lots of connections with all these immune kind of responses and inflammation responses in the body. So common complaints that we might have, and also very connected, I have to say, with kind of menopause stuff as well. So common complaints that we might find if we're a little bit sluggish and our lymph is not very clear is tired, swollen, aching legs and ankles, tightness of the breasts, protruding gut, bloating, neurological symptoms, weight gain, cellulite, swelling of tissues. So all of these kind of things are very connected. So there's a huge connection, and obviously I've been doing a lot of menopausal training. There's a huge connection with menopause and the kind of estrogen, the hormone response, and the lymphatic system. So our lymphatic vessels are definitely changing during menopause and as we age. This affects our weight, our energy, fluid retention, all these things. So when the flow of lymph is impeded or blocked, you can develop edema, which is a swelling, lower legs usually, or things like that. So it's a buildup of toxic waste and then a bit of dysregulation of the kind of nerve responses as well. So how can we better support the circulation of these fluids and the hormones, because everything's connected, to help reduce the inflammation, as well as helping maintaining our energy, our vitality, and our weight loss. So if you imagine a fish tank, and the fish are swimming away, but the water's really murky, it's thick, it's gloopy, it's cloudy. And so if we imagine that is not a healthy environment for the fish to live in, what the fish want is clear water, easy flowing, full of the good oxygen, the good stuff that they can swim and they can be healthy in. So we want the same for our bodily fluids. We want the healthy fluids. We want the clear, healthy, easy flowing movement of the fluids in the body. So to kind of think about it, a really simple one that I've been doing this week and the last time I had a cold was I was just kind of really moving, and it's light touches, just moving the system in the body. So across the forehead, up and across and out, and then 3 times just across the eyebrows. And you can do a little pinch if you like as well, with the lights changing. And then I would just take my ring finger and the middle finger, and I would just kind of come below and above the eyebrow here and just do a little kind of circulation here. Just a little movement and then moving it out again to the ends. So we have obviously a lot of lymph in this area. I would then take that, my mic's a little bit in the way, but I would just then draw that down either side of the ear, as it were. So I'm just moving my fingers like here, just either side, front and back of the ear, just to bring it down towards the collarbone. And then just gently come across the eyes here as well, just moving everything outwards and down. So this is just a really nice one for colds and viruses that I'm showing you just now. I would then come and just take from the bridge of the nose, just moving out a little bit. So my mic is slightly in the way. I'm just going to use light touch fingers and just come out towards the cheek bones. And then once I come down to here, so I'm going to start making a funny face, I'm just drawing along the line of the cheek. So I'm going to take 2 fingers, I'm going to go one above, one below, and just drawing that out. And then I'm going to come into So from the bridge of the nose out, and I'm just going to do a little circulation here. So this is the sinuses that we're working on, which get really choked and blocked at this time of year. And then I'm just going to work again back out. So maybe 3 times is good, and then bring that down again through the neck. So remember, a third of our lymph is found in this area. I'm just going to do a little massage around the collarbone. So I'm going to go above and below, and I'm just going to do a little massage around the collarbone. Most of our drainage is going to happen on the left side. So there's a little bit to the right, but most of it's going to happen on the left. But I'm going to do even. I'm just going to massage below, massage above. So you may, if you're doing this with me, already be getting a clearing happening, which is brilliant. I'm then going to take, and I can't really talk when I do this, these 2 fingers again above and below the lips, and I'm just going to draw out. So you're kind of coming under the cheekbone, as it were, and above the chin bone, above the jaw, and then just come down again. Just help it drain. I'm then going to come, so in the middle, below and above. I'm just going to change my fingers so that you can see. I'm just going to gently draw. So it's not a lot of pressure around here. So we don't want to press too hard and damage or block these lymphs. Nice and gently. And it helps if you've got a little bit of oil on your fingers or something, or you've put your cream on your face or something. And just now what I'm doing is rubbing round the back of the neck, bringing it down over the top of my shoulders towards the collarbone. So we're coming towards the heart, and then I'm just going to rub again below and above. So these 2 fingers, the collarbone. And I've already had a clearing because I have a cold. And then just rubbing around the neck. So nice and gently, just rubbing in the direction of the heart. And you can take this across your chest as well. And if you're feeling a little bit tender, any of these places, so sometimes you've got sinusitis, you can feel that. You might feel it up around here, behind the ears, maybe at the back of your head in those 2 nodules at the base of the skull, maybe under here. So if you feel tender areas, you can give that a gentle rub, maybe even a little bit of patting, cupping, nothing too hard, and then rub it into the direction of the heart. So just little things you can do. Also lower legs, if we're brushing, so if you do any skin brushing, you're brushing long sweeps and up towards the heart. And these calf muscles here, they act as pumps to send these fluids back up towards the heart so that we can start to move these lymphatic channels, these toxins properly in the body. So a quick one today, just about your lymphatic system, how it helps with inflammation, disease, all these things. I do hope that you find something out of that. We can go a lot more into this if you like, but just really just moving these waste products and toxins from our tissues and out the body. Other things that you can use is deep breathing, and breathing into not just the front of your lungs, but the sides of your lungs and the back of your lungs as well. So a deep breath in, maybe count to 4, fill the lungs, fill the bottom at the back of the lungs, and then exhaling again, starting from the top of the lung down as you inhale, and then the bottom and up as you exhale is a really good practice to do. And that's just moving and massaging the organs as well with that diaphragmatic breathing, because as you breathe in, your diaphragm moves the organs down and then brings them back up. So we're just massaging these organs as well, which is really good for waste products that are down in this area of the gut as well. So a little kind of useful, hopefully for you, over the holidays. One other thing that is really, really good for your lymphatic system is movement. That pumping of the lower legs, some brisk walking is really good. Deep breathing with your brisk walking, maybe a little bit of sweating. So your flows, your exercise classes that we've been doing online, all really, really good for moving that lymphatic system throughout the body as well, and removing toxins. So I hope that was a useful little one for you, something completely different in our Nourish section today. Let me know if you have any thoughts about it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if something makes sense to you and you've had that little kind of facial sinus massage that you can use. I do it literally morning and night just now because there's so many things going around. We've been kind of masked and hidden from all the viruses that they are all coming out again at this time of year, and I am definitely catching them. So definitely think about that. You can just give yourself a little gentle tap around here as well, and then just moving that around through the heart. So little things that you can do. Just keep moving throughout the holidays, drinking the fluids, keeping your fluids healthy throughout your body and flushing well is a really good way to help avoid aches, pains, chronic illnesses, and your local viruses that are going around. Catch you later. Bye.